Hi everyone, just wanted to give you a roundup of some of the exciting things that have happened in Parliament this week. There are a number of them, but I'll only mention a few. The first is that I think is the most exciting that happened this week is that South Australia, the Parliament has now passed, I think unanimously, a bill to make a legal pathway for the production of industrial hemp. This is a great opportunity for many more jobs, heaps more jobs in South Australia in manufacturing of hemp products. Everything from rope to hand creams and lots of other products. So this is a really exciting time for South Australia, particularly when we are losing manufacturing jobs in the automotive industry. This is a really exciting opportunity to be more innovative. And I think it's also really important to remember that hemp is separate from the drug, so there's no drug properties to hemp. It's simply about using the plant to produce fabrics and other components used in fuel and lots of other things as well. So it's a really exciting opportunity, and until now, people wanting to use hemp in their products have had to source their hemp from interstate to produce their products for sale. So this is a really exciting opportunity to grow that hemp locally and source that locally to continue producing the products that we already enjoy, that already have hemp in them in the state. So Dignity was really pleased to support that bill passing the Parliament for the good of manufacturing and jobs in South Australia, and we look forward to that progressing. The other thing is that we have also passed a bill to do with roadworks, and one of the things that this bill sought to do was introduce a left turn on red lights. And while we understand that this might be inconvenient for some people, we couldn't lend our support to that particular amendment because of the increased vulnerability that we could see for some pedestrians as a result, particularly people who might be, for example, wheelchair users who are less visible to people driving in cars because of their seated position, and therefore when turning left might be at increased risk, and of course also people who might be blind or vision impaired or otherwise sensorily impaired as well. So while we understand the intent of the amendment, we were concerned about the impact that it could have on many in our community, so we couldn't support that amendment. Another thing that I wanted to talk about just briefly, going back to the hemp industry issue, was the idea of medical cannabis. Now, of course, many of you would know that we have been a key voice in the fight for legal, safe, accessible medicinal cannabis in South Australia. And this week, or even just today, we've seen an article in Daily announcing that apparently South Australia has its first authorised prescriber in South Australia. So a doctor has been given, according to this article, the ability to legally prescribe cannabis for medicinal purposes in South Australia. We're yet to have that confirmed by the government, as I understand it, and of course the other issue is that we don't just want one. We need to make sure that as many GPs and other medical practitioners as possible have the ability to prescribe safe, easily available medical cannabis for people with uncontrolled epilepsy, people with MS, people with chronic pain, and so on. The benefits of medicinal cannabis are widespread, and we want to make it as easy as possible for as many people who could benefit from this to get safe and easy access to that medicinal cannabis. So it's great to see the hemp industry moving forward, the industrial hemp industry moving forward in the state, but Dignity Party still wants to see much more action in clarifying exactly what is happening with the authorised prescription of medicinal cannabis in the state, and we'll continue to work on that issue, because it's all very well and good to move ahead with having authorised prescribers, but if there's no easily accessible information available about who those people are and how people should go about requesting medicinal cannabis from their medical practitioner, then it's not really easily accessible at all. So we'll continue to work on those issues. It's been an exciting week in lots of ways, but lots of work still to be done. So I look forward to keeping you updated, and thanks very much.